You know, I had a lot planned to say positive about this video. But, there's, as in, the island is not enjoyable, but, as you could guess from the title. But, there was redeeming factors for this game, like My Rise. I was enjoying that when I planned out this video. Nope. I just finished a 2-hour recording session where I completed the game, and those videos probably haven't fully came out yet, but holy shit, that was the worst My Rise experience I've ever had. It was pretty good as well until the end. Wow. That's all I'm going to say without spoiling anything, especially since the videos aren't on my channel yet, but wow. Yeah, sort of like what everyone's saying about the AEW pay-per-view that aired a few days ago now. You can have a great show, but you got to end it right. And let me just tell you, that was so underwhelming, and I'm questioning why I wasted, I don't even know how many hours of my time with that. Holy fuck. But this video isn't about My Rise, it's about the island. So welcome back to our channel, everybody. My name's Cozey, your reigning, defending, undisputed 2K World Champion. This video is titled something like, What is going on with the island? Or, No one's playing the island. And, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Look, I don't even know how long I can make this video, because I really don't have much to say. The island was advertised as this brand new thing, and it's going to change the game, and you can't miss out on playing this. Get your PS5 and Series X and S now. I wouldn't recommend buying this game still. I mean, I never recommend buying these 2K games on launch. Ever. Because most of the time, they are very copy-paste, same old shit. Look, the only thing I can say about this game as a whole now, I was really going to say, yeah, My Rise is good, If you want to play a new fun story, play My Rise, get the game, play My Rise. Nah, don't do that, it sucks. Showcase is fun, but there's nothing really in there that you can't do or play in 2K24 or 2K24, I think we'll say, because that does have gauntlet matches. I don't think 2K23 does. Showcase is really fun. But the island, let's talk about the island. I trashed my script for this video, but what the fuck, 2K? Seriously, what is going on with that shit? Like, you advertise this big whole world, and you can have so much fun, and step to the tribal chief, and, you're going to acknowledge him, and now I get there's probably seasons, and I get that there's more coming. Okay, if you haven't seen my ending to the island video, that should be linked down below. But pretty much, you waste a shitload of time just playing all these pointless, easy, meaningless matches against all these nobodies, and then you end up in like a 3v3 tournament, you win that, and then, yeah, Roman Reigns is happy with you, you get a cool little video, but you have to wait till Chapter 2 to see what happens next. Bro, what do you mean wait till Chapter 2? I'm not doing this. Alright? That was boring. Alright? I went through that whole mode going, okay, we're going to get to the end of this. It's going to be like some final boss, unstoppable Roman Reigns. It's going to be so much fun. Nope, they haven't even made it yet. Okay, what about the other parts of Island Mode? The part that will draw people back in and get people wanting to play. The online aspect to it, the shops and buy your Jordans and your WWE merchandise. What about that? Well, same shit. There's no tag team matches, first of all, which is a big mistake, because one of the big selling points of this mode was you can queue up with your friends and run around on the island. But you can't play together. So what, am I going to invite my buddy into my lobby and say, let's run to Hero HQ? To do fucking nothing? Like, what the fuck? fuck, 2K? Let's run to the Deadlands and look at the statue. What the hell have you done? What's the point of this shit? Now, I could just be on Australian servers. Maybe I'm talking too soon because the standard edition of the game is not yet released, the cheapest version. And there's less people playing maybe in Australia. But still, it doesn't matter. I see no one running around. I can't find matches. I found a few matches on launch, but since then, none. Why? People stopped playing it. It's fucking boring. Why would anyone invest money in this mode? You literally get 100 overall with 100,000 VC just about. And most people who bought the game right now have 100,000 VC from those editions. And it's not that hard to earn the VC. Okay, so there's no grind to it. Alright? I can grind now for clothes and shit. To do what? Run around? And maybe get a match once every, I don't know, hour? When someone finally joins? Nah, man. 2K. This is what I said. I warned you about this. The servers are a whole nother topic. Alright? So far, in my 2K25 experience, I'm talking from my experience alone, the online servers have been better, we'll say. Better to a point where it's playable? Fuck no. So, I don't get disconnects anymore in the few matches I've played online. I can't find matches online in the first place, but in the few matches I've played online, I haven't gotten any disconnects. So that's great. Well done. Thanks, 2K. But the delay, again, my experience on Australian servers, terrible. The delay is fucking horrible. I don't know what I prefer. A solid experience where disconnects happen like every second match and, you know, it's somewhat playable. Or this shit. Like, holy shit. And this is what I said from the beginning. When this mode got rumoured, I said it's not going to work because even if you fix the servers, which you haven't, where is your online player base coming from? Okay, 2K had the park for a long time, a very long time, back as long as 2K15, I want to say, maybe. And people liked queuing up to play with their friends and, you know, play 2v2s, 3v3 basketball matches. No one's playing 2K24, 2K23, 2K22, 2K20, 2K19, 2K18, 2K17, and beyond online. Why? Because the servers were always dog shit. So again, even if 2K, you manage to fix the servers, which right now I'm not seeing that. Even if, where does the player base come from? Because as far as everybody remembers, you can't deliver in an online mode. What you should have done was finally invested in fixing online, getting some hype around online, starting some tournaments, getting people back into it, and then maybe next year you could have launched the island. But no, there was corporate greed. Okay, you managed to get all these sponsors to sign on to sell shoes and all this irrelevant shit to the WWE. And this is what you've pumped out, and look at what's happening. No one's fucking playing it. Fuck me, man. Like, again, maybe the servers are different. I'll say that. So you did do something. And maybe in other parts of the world, the servers are better. And maybe in other parts of the world, people are actually playing more. But my experience has been, there's a few that played on launch, and ever since then, absolute drop-off. I only continued playing the island so I could finish the quest, hoping there'd be something cool at the end. There wasn't. Now, I have yet to even test the game on PS4 and Xbox One, and I am unaware of if the servers have changed on those platforms too, or if they're using the same shitty old servers. I will find out, and I will make an update if it is the same as what it was before, because the reality is, there is a change, it may be better, but it's certainly not playable. Now, if past generation consoles, yes, they don't have the island, but they still have online capability. If past generation consoles didn't get that change, 2K, what the fuck? Now, it doesn't even matter, alright? This video is about the island, but still. What were you thinking? Alright? This could have been something cool. And when I first booted it up on stream, I went, yeah, this is cool. I was unaware tag matches were missing, and I was unaware that the online was still shit. And not to mention that the 100 overall grind is so fucking easy. Even if you don't get VC with the game, like most of us that have the game as of this second did get VC. I spent on mine and upgrading my guy because I thought it'd be worth investing in. No, it was not. It really was not. As I said, I was going to try and make this a somewhat positive video and say, yeah, look, My Rise is fun, but fuck, I'm in a shocking mood after finishing My Rise. Okay? And I went back into the island to have one last look, one last chance before I made this video, and nah. It is terrible. I really don't know what to say other than, what did you do? Now, if you've had different experiences to me, please feel free to comment below. Please. Okay? Maybe they're going to add tag matches in the future. Maybe server stability will be improved in the future. And maybe, just maybe, they can draw players into the island from all the promotional crap they're probably going to continue to do on this mode. Maybe. And maybe Chapter 2, Season 2 will get some more interest. But, as of right now, I'm not seeing that. Is there a possibility that there's just too many people still playing on the older generation? Of course. I was one of the big people, one of the only people that was telling the truth and that we need to drop last generation. It's holding us back. I still believe that. But what I will say is if you release the game on this platform, it needs to work. And I don't know yet whether it does or doesn't. But they've released the game on the platform. Okay? So it's their own fault if the island still fails because people don't upgrade, because they don't have to. Now, okay, look, we dropped something from last gen, the island. Wow. Thanks, guys. Woo! So look, as much as I'll trash the older generations because it's been 12 years now and they are running on outdated hardware then and ancient hardware now, you've made a great choice by continuing to stick with what you've got, simply because you don't have to upgrade. Because the island, you're not missing out on much. I'm going to close off the video there. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, look, if I'm wrong, please someone let me know. Tell me what your experience is of the island. And if 2K announced they're bringing back tag team matches soon, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fix the problems that you've caused already. The ultimate thing here is this could have been cool. You brushed it, you got greedy, and now look where we are now. Thank you guys very much for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Probably not the island, but I'll try. And I'll see you guys in the next one.